Good morning, everyone. Let's try that again. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, everyone who's here in person and everyone who's joined us online, and welcome to the first 2024 convening of the Elder Justice Coordinating Council. I'm Allison Barkoff, and I lead the Administration for Community Living, and I'm so proud to serve as the delegated chair of the council, standing in for my boss, Department of Health and Human Services Secretary Javier Becerra, who's our chair. And Secretary Becerra sends his regrets as his schedule required travel today, but I am so excited to stand in for him today for this really important convening. Really excited that this is our first in-person meeting since 2019. And being here a few minutes early, seeing the connections between people, this is so amazing. And secondly, we are really marking an incredible moment in time. We have a great schedule put together, looking at how we started EJCC a little more than a decade ago, what we've achieved in our 10 years, and importantly, the work we have looking forward. As my first duty, it is a tremendous and distinct pleasure and privilege to welcome the Attorney General of the United States, Merrick Garland. We're delighted to have him join us this morning to open our Elder Justice Coordinating Council as our meeting host. Attorney General Garland, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Allison. It's my pleasure to welcome all of you to this convening of the Elder Justice Coordinating Council. I'm particularly happy to welcome the Council for the first time to the Department of Justice. Since some of you are new to the building, I want to talk a little bit about this space. The building was dedicated 90 years ago in 1934 with President Roosevelt in attendance. During the Clinton and Bush administration, it underwent a massive renovation, but the architects went to great lengths to ensure that the building, including this great hall, retained its historic integrity. In 2001, it was rededicated and renamed the Robert F. Kennedy Building. There's a bust of the former Attorney General on the stage. In this hall, we are surrounded by, of all things, teller windows, or I should say former teller windows. Decades ago, this is where Justice Department attorneys went to get their pay in cash. Before you ask, that was long before my time. But times have changed, and the department has changed along with them. As this group well knows, elder justice is another area that has required us to adapt. When the Elder Justice Coordinating Council had its inaugural meeting more than 10 years ago, we could not have known of the environment we would be operating in 10 years later. Back then, artificial intelligence, that was just sci-fi. Now it's shaping some of the greatest opportunities, but also the greatest risks for elder Americans. Fortunately, our agencies have the wisdom to anticipate that no matter what the future held, our best tactic for combating elder abuse would be working together. And that is just what the Elder Justice Coordinating Council has ensured. Every year, millions of older adults experience some form of elder abuse, neglect, financial exploitation, or fraud. We know that the vast majority of elder abuse cases go unreported, and that too many victims remain unseen. That is why the department has aggressively targeted perpetrators of elder fraud and abuse while providing victims with the support they need. In the last 5 years, the Justice Department has pursued more than 1,500 criminal and civil cases involving conduct that targeted or disproportionately affected older adults. We have provided services to more than 1.5 million older victims, and we have returned hundreds of millions of dollars to elder fraud victims. The Elder Justice Coordinating Council has played a key role in that work. Today, the Council is a critical vehicle for information sharing and coordination among the federal agencies in their efforts to address elder abuse and fraud. This has not only enabled us to stay informed of important developments in the field, it has also enabled our agencies to support and amplify each other's work. In recent years, the Council has enhanced the reach of the Justice Department's mass mailing fraud prevention initiative, as well as the Social Security Administration's Slam the Scam Day awareness campaign. This February, the Justice Department, with the support of the Council, held the inaugural National Elder Justice Law Enforcement Summit. This event brought together local, state, and federal law enforcement to help foster collaboration, both among departments with elder justice professionals and with elder justice professionals. We know these partnerships make a huge difference in combating despicable crimes against older Americans. The Coordinating Council has also become an important tool for coordinating with the people we serve. The Council has raised public awareness of a wide variety of issues, including novel elder fraud schemes and promising research on elder abuse. Threats to elder justice are constantly evolving. Our partnerships have never been more important. As we confront the expansion of transnational fraud schemes and the rapid advancement of AI, we must work together to make sure that older Americans can live their lives safely and with dignity. I am confident that this Council will continue to meet the challenges and advance the cause of elder justice, just as it has done for more than 10 years. Thank you.